Hey, what up y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Feast Mode, the show in which I break my fast with a bang bang, two separate meals from two different sources, tied together by some kind of theme. As mentioned in my last video, we are heading into February and I'm cutting out meat entirely from my diet for a full month. So with that being said, I did want to go out with a bang, and have some really go deep into some things that I know I'm going to miss, and that's going to be beef and bacon. So I got myself some of the biggest bacon cheeseburgers that are offered by Wendy's and McDonald's. The BACONATOR from Wendy's and a double quarter pounder with cheese with bacon from McDonald's. And of course some fries from McDonald's, as well as a soda. This is a Sprite remix or something or other. Don't really remember what it's called. I don't really get sugared soft drinks very often. When I do drink soda, it's going to be Coke Zero or Diet Coke, but I just wanted to kind of splurge one last time before we head into February. So with that being said, let's get into it. First thing first, let's peep the aesthetics with the Baconator from Wendy's. Like a brioche bun, 2 giant beef patties, 6 slices of bacon, 2 slices of American cheese, and some mayonnaise and some ketchup, it looks like. Looks really good. With the double QPC with bacon, a sesame seed bun, 2 giant quarter pounder patties, onions, pickles, bacon, and ketchup and mustard. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. Very excited about this. I actually never had the double quarter pounder with cheese with bacon. Double quarter pounders in general I don't really eat very often from McDonald's, and the Baconator I've had one time in my life, right when the item dropped many years ago. So I'm very excited about that as well. Along with my fries, I got some hot mustard and some barbecue sauce, my condiments of choice when it comes to fries. Not a big ketchup guy when it comes to fries, although I will have it on occasion. And of course, as far as my fast, I'm coming off a 20-hour fast, almost 21 hours, as you can see by that small number down below, the 3 hours and change. So we'll round it down to about 20 hours. One of my smaller fasts for as far as intermittent fasting goes, but good enough. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with the, let's start with the double quarter pounder with cheese. Again, I've never had this before. I'm very excited about it. Here we go. That's very good. Wow. Very beefy, very fresh tasting. And I know McDonald's made that switch over to fresh beef for the quarter pounders. I think it's only for the quarter pounders, maybe a year ago or so. And it looks like it paid off. That beef is very well seasoned, very juicy. The bacon is nice and crispy, and the onions add a nice little sort of sharp sort of crunch to the bite as well. I'll see you McDonald's. That's real good. And of course their fries, I think, are the best in the business as far as fast food is concerned. The pickles are a nice touch, though I would prefer a crunchier pickle. And they've always had that same sort of soggy pickle, as far as I've As far as they've been in business, as far as I know, they can improve it. They take a page out of Popeye's chicken sandwich book. They offer amazing pickles in their sandwiches. All right, let's move on. Now that is impressive. That little shot right there is very aesthetic. I'm guessing these beef patties are quarter pounders as well. But 6 slices of applewood smoked bacon is a hell of a thing. Let's get into it. This is made for my dog. Hey, come here. Come here. Good girl. Oh. All right. Let me take another bite before I make an assessment here. Okay, this is what I think. I think immediately you notice the bacon in the Baconator is way tastier than the bacon in the double QPC with bacon. However, I actually think the beef in the McDonald's sandwich is a little bit tastier. It's a little bit juicier. It's a little bit drier than I remember it being in the Baconator. And I actually feel like the ratio of meat to everything else in the Baconator is a bit much. Now, I'm not one to complain about too much meat usually, but I do think the ratio is slightly off. I think the ratio of meat to everything else in the double QPC is actually perfect. And I do like the inclusion of the onions, the raw onions, in the double quarter pounder with cheese. It kind of breaks up that richness and the fatness of the beef a little more. This has none of that. This is straight just fat and protein. And it's good, it's indulgent and tasty, but it's missing a little balance. And that's what I appreciate about this. But the bacon here is far superior than the bacon here, that's for sure. And honestly, I think both of them would be better off with a little heat. I'll be right back. And we're back. You know what it is. Red Rooster makes everything better. It's all about balance. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, at the start of the video, and in my last video, I will be giving up meat for all of February. I'll be going vegetarian, which means I can still consume dairy products as well as egg products. And I'll be doing a lot of that. But more crucially, I'll be relying on meat alternative protein products a lot. Tofu, tempeh. I hear jackfruit's a good substitute for like pulled pork, both in texture and taste. So I might kind of experiment with that as well. This is gonna be challenging. I've never gone a full day. I've never gone 2 meals in a row eating vegetarian. But I really wanted to challenge myself and not to do some of these easier challenges that I know can crush. Like I was considering pescatarian, but I think that's a little easy. I think I could do that in my sleep. Woo! That heat is perfect. So yeah, I'll be documenting my progress and updating you guys with these videos on how I'm doing with vegetarianism. And I'm also going to go a little bit harder on the fasting. I've gone too easy on myself and made a lot of breaks and just cutting off fast sooner than I want. So I'm going to be stricter with that as well. As well as going harder in the gym. Too often I go to the gym, and I go to the gym often, upwards of 5 to 6 times a week. Sometimes I do 2 a days. I don't know why I'm wiping my hands with 2 different things, but I often find myself kind of half-assing it, and I don't want to do that. I'm gonna step up the game, increase intensity to what I used to do back in my heyday, and try to get myself back up to that level. So a little bacon comparison here. So you guys can see what I'm talking about when we compared bacon. There we go. As you can see, the bacon from the Wendy's burger is much thicker. You can really see through the bacon from the McDonald's bacon's very translucent. I can actually probably walk around on the streets and be fine wearing these on my face. Whereas with this, you can't do that. It's a lot thicker. And because it's applewood smoked, it's a lot more flavorful as well. So that's just vaguely porky. You can tell it's bacon mostly by the texture of it than the taste. Whereas with the bacon from Wendy's, it's very porky. Tastes like bacon should taste. We're starting to see a lot more spicy items enter fast food menus, but they're really not spicy enough. If they can just ratchet it up just a little bit more, I think we'll be at a place where people who like spicy food can consider it an acceptable level of heat. We're not there yet. I've mentioned in earlier videos, I've put on about 20 to 25 pounds in the past 4 months. And that's largely due to eating stuff like this. I would eat so many things. So many times I would go to like Wendy's, not Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and just raid their value menu, which is what I generally get when I go to McDonald's or Wendy's. I tend to go for like those 2 for $5, 3 for $4, 4 for $4 value meals, because I just like the smaller burgers along with the accompaniment of like fries and nuggets and drink and ice cream and stuff. I did that so often with these half-assed workouts and just not fasting much in general, that weight just started piling on. And because it has a pretty decent muscle mass, your body is a little bit more resistant to putting on weight. But when you do it that much, your body just can't keep up. And so in the end, fat should win. So, and now I'm not saying you need to cut out meat to lose weight. It's just something I want to try for myself and see if I can actually do it. If I can do that, from coming from a guy who loves meat and bad food, I think that'll be an accomplishment I can be proud of. So I'm gonna try it. If there are any vegetarians out there watching this, let me know in the comments below. What are some of the best vegetarian dishes out there that won't make me miss meat as much as I'm sure I will? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Man, there's a lot of burgers. There's a lot of food. I don't know if I can eat all this in one sitting. But together, I almost have a full sandwich for later. So my goal, and I'll update you guys on my weight at the end of today. I'm going to have dinner with a friend later tonight. But after that, no more meat through all of February. It's a leap year, which sucks, but it is still the shortest month of the year, so I did pick February specifically for that reason. But I'll update you guys on the next video with my starting weight on February 1st and what it looks like at the end of the month as well. Can't finish this right now. Hope to save it for later. If you guys like the video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Hit that notification bell while you're at it. Till next time, Feast Mode out.
Started out with half and I flipped it in a double. Started out with half and I flipped it in a double.